What's up, my Vina loves? It's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vinatainment Unfiltered. So, the new season of Love Island UK season 11 premiered, and I was like, you know what? Let me watch a few episodes. Let it get juicy a little bit before I start doing my review. This channel is just sitting here, and you all know I talk about Love Island, the challenge, Big Brother, and shows like that. I also covered the USA version and the UK version. So let's go ahead and get into it. So as you can see on the screen, this was the cast, but you are aware that every week something is going to happen. Bombshells going to come in the house. People are going to go home. So the cast will keep changing. But at the beginning, these are the new people in the villa, and we already have a breakout star and couple, okay? So even though Mimii started her journey with him, and Ayo was coupled up with Patsy, but it was obvious that Mimii and Ayo shared a very strong connection, and everything was going great from the beginning. It's still very early, but if it was up to her, they would have been locked in, locked off, and just basically smooth sailing into developing something bigger and serious. But then that dream was shattered a little bit when Bombshell Uma walked through those doors. Now, if you watch the episode, they were all the guys. They were all blindfolded. The girls were upstairs on the balcony, and she had to go and kiss all of them. And then eventually, she ended up pulling Ayo to have a conversation with him. They had a lot in common, and Ayo revealed to her that she's his type to a T. And of course, like I said, it's very early, so he's open. Mimii is open. No one is locked up in the relationship yet, but I get it. When you don't have your phone, you don't have social media distraction, you don't have your job, your family, you don't have anything distracting you, and all you have is 24 hours with these people, having conversations, making connections, and all of that. I understand how your feelings can accelerate because you're going to bed with them, waking up with them, spending every single day with them. I get it, but it's only a few days. But of course, like I said, all of those days spending time with each other, your feelings can accelerate. And so Mimii wasn't too happy about that. She was crying. We saw it, but she played it very cool because she understood and understands that even though I like this guy, it is so early to be like, oh, you're mine, we're in a relationship, but I am still a human being. I have feelings and I'm going to show my emotion, but I'm not going to act a fool about it like some of the other girls behaving like they're already married off to someone. Speaking of behaving like you're married off to someone, now I'm just joking when I said that. Of course, Harriet emotions, they were valid. Did she do too much? Yes. But I get it, okay? Someone is kissing you in bed. They're telling you different, stories. And then outside of bed, they are saying something else. I'm sure this is not her first time dating someone. She's aware that people will lie and certain things and all of that. So I get it. I think also it's a respect thing, okay? We kissed, and normally the girls run around the villa telling everyone, gloating, throwing it in the other girl's face, trying to behave like they want something or he wants me more and all of that. She did not do that. She waited and gave him the opportunity to be the one to go up to Nicole, if that's her name, and tell her, hey, listen, we kissed, but I want to fix this and I like you. It's not, oh, she's not a girls, because she didn't tell me. She thought she was doing the right thing and being respectful. So for her to do all of that and protect him and not throw him under the bus and not gloat in the girl's face, and I think only told one person what happened between them, and then for him to not return the favor as it relates to respecting her, pulling her to the side and having a conversation with her and telling her, look, we kissed, it was great, but I'm going to go over here because I have more feelings over here. That's why she was crying. Even though, yes, they pulled him into their conversation. They, meaning Harriet and Joey, were having a conversation. And could have in that moment said, listen, I don't want to give that answer right here. Can I talk to you? Pull Harriet to the side and have a conversation with her. So yes, it was a respect thing, even though even her behavior and the way how it was edited, it made it look like, girl, why are you behaving like you and this man been in an exclusive relationship for years or married for years? Whereas Mimi, she feels the same way. She have emotions for this guy. She like him and all of that, but she played it cool. Even though people did tell Ayo, hey, she was crying, all of that, she still managed to put herself together, pull herself together, and move accordingly and was fair about it. Also, the difference is he went to her respectfully and he told her, hey, I still want to get to know you. I don't want our conversations to stop. I still have feelings for you, but I'm open. You're open. It's early. We're here to explore. So I do want to get to know her. I do want to get to know Oma. You know, she's my type. I'm attracted to her, and I do want to get to know her. There was no sneaking around. Let me pull her over here, tell her this, and then pretend like I'm all about you, Mimi, when that's not the truth. So that's the difference between their situation and the other situation I just explained. And in their words, it's early days. So we shall see. Now, I'm aware that Mimi and Ayo, even though other people call him Ayo, but it's Ayo, are the breakout stars. I do want to revisit the whole Harriet situation and dive into her confusing emotions. Now, Harriet did say on the show that her relationship ended just 4 months ago. Okay, girl, healing. Sure, I get it. So that's one. Another thing is, think about it, okay? She was kissed in bed, and then the guy the next day didn't even make her coffee, tea, nothing. Made that for the other woman that he wasn't kissing in bed, and went ahead and said that's who he's choosing. Then you have Ronnie pulling her to talk to her and then saying to her they have sexual chemistry. Okay, yes, to her in her head, yes, I know I'm attractive and all of that, but my goodness, this is our surface level. The other guy kissed me. You're talking about sexual chemistry, but then you picked someone else over me. So these are all triggering things that, okay, in her mind, men uses her for what she can give them, and then it's all surface level. So those actions are triggering. Why are you polling me, telling me you are interested in me, but then talking about sexual chemistry? Well, that's what they showed us. Maybe they had a longer conversation, so let me just watch what I'm saying, because you know it's all editing. But what I'm saying is sexual chemistry, you like me and all of that, but you chose somebody else. Then this other one is over here telling me whatever, kissing on me, but then he chose somebody else. So women sometimes start playing in their head, am I not enough? Am I not worthy? Am I just someone that people uses to get what they want physically and then leave me alone? So those are the things that are triggering her. But girl, I'm here to tell you that you are more than enough, but you have to start believing that and acting like it. Now, I'm not saying go and entertain a guy that you're clearly not into all because he respects you and he's into you. But according to you, now, if you want us to believe that you are, you know, you real, I keep it real and all of that, you told Sean in the camera that you like him and that you think he's a beautiful boy and that he's this and that. It was compliments flowing. He came to you. You did not go chasing him because the other guy chose someone else. He came to you and told you that he liked you. He was very respectful. And even after that, you talked about liking Ronnie. You were still making little slick comments here and there about the guy that left you for someone else. So believe that you're more than enough and then entertain the people who are willing to give you that respect. Because in the midst of you crying and going through all of that, who brought you coffee or tea or whatever the next day? It was him to put a smile on your face. So if you truly like him, like you said, then go ahead and give him your attention and allow a real man to treat you like you deserve to be treated. However, do not entertain him for the sake of, you know what, at least I got someone, or to make someone else jealous. Don't waste his time. And to Nicole, I understand. This is just Love Island. It is not that deep. These young folks, they're on here looking for love, looking for fame, going on holiday, as they say, having a great time and all of that. So I get it. But when people show you who they are, believe them, okay? He's made her cry. He made you cry, okay? All right, let's start there. Also, this whole girl thing, you are not behaving like one when you attempted to shift almost all of the blame on her for not telling you that the man who's also telling you something completely different was kissing on her. You know what I'm saying? So that's not girl of you, and cool. Also, hopefully everything works out for you and the guy. But it's so interesting that when a man chooses a woman over another woman, it's all giddy and she's excited and all of that. But what did he do to that other woman in order to get to you? And do you not think it's possible that if he was capable of doing that to that woman, that he could also do it to you, especially in such an early stage? It's not even a relationship, a commitment, and being exclusive, and he's moving like that. Now imagine if feelings were involved. Because when feelings are involved, that's when sometimes the man or the woman might be super careful. My goodness, I'm really going to hurt her. Or I'm really going to hurt him by revealing what I did behind their back, you know. But it's so early. There's no relationship. No one is exclusive. So if it took him forever to pull you aside and tell you and all of that, what makes you think that you've hit the jackpot if he will do that to somebody else? However, like I said, they're young, you know, they're having fun and all of that, and hopefully everything works out. I just hope when Nicole starts behaving a certain way that rubs him the wrong way, he stays there, he gets sent home, or he move on. He doesn't run back to Harriet and she's there with open arms like, sure, I'll take you back, because that's what they do. And when I say it took him forever to tell her, I'm obviously joking. However, in their time frame, it is forever. In 24 hours, they be behaving like it's 24 years. So that's why I say it took him forever to talk to her. But then again, this editing, you never know. Also, Harriet, you can't be talking about his age and dragging his age and he's immature and all of that. But Miss Mature, you are sitting around crying over a 21-year-old. Speaking of maturity, I do somewhat agree about the whole little argument the girls had, you know, in their makeup room and all of that. I somewhat agree with that, because what friend is going to be like, yeah, go out there and make a fool out of yourself and scream and yell and do this and do that? Your real friend's girl, he's not worth all that energy. Pull him aside. Even if you want to have that type of energy and be on that type of time, still pull him aside and let that be a private moment between the two of you. Don't embarrass yourself in the entire villa. But I get it, ratings and all of that, but don't do that. So I get what the other ladies were saying about, you know, your real friend wouldn't encourage you to go and do that. And yeah, I got your back. I get it. You're encouraging your friend to stand up for themselves and not be played, but there's still a way to do it where you're not backing your friend as they embarrass themselves and scream all over the villa. So I understood that little disagreement the ladies had. Now let's get back to another somewhat, I won't say love triangle, because they are all really doing a good job at being adults, playing it cool. Absolutely, I'm open, she's open, go ahead and do your thing, get to know her and all of that. Uma is getting to know other people as well. So I love it. Even though, as you can see from this image, looking at Mimi's face, she's not too happy about it and crying and all of that. But that's what Love Island is all about. Now, one thing about these producers, they have social media. If the show is somewhat live and they can see what's going on social media, they are not about to let, okay, a fan favorite this early in the season go. If all you can see and hear is Mimii, 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 Mimii all over social media, people are already protecting her. They don't play about her. So well played, producers. She was single, and instead of sending her home, they brought someone else in for her, and we shall see how that goes. Now, back to Ayo. I see that he's being dragged on social media, and I'm just like, what did he do? He was very respectful, very transparent to both ladies. He did not disrespect Mimii or Oma. He did not have the choice to pick Mimii or Oma and then chose her over Mimii. No, she chose him. So he's just there minding his business. She said, I'm sorry. He said, why are you saying you're sorry for? You know what I'm saying? You keep me as a bombshell. We vibing and all of that. So you did your thing. However, he met Mimii 2 seconds ago. They're not locked off. They're not exclusive. They're not in a relationship and all of that. So to expect him to want to be close off and just be with her after 3 days is crazy. Let this man explore, and Mimii now has the option to do the same thing. If the both of them realize it was great over here, but this is what I want, then let that beautiful relationship, whatever it is, blossom or not. But it would be very unfair to Mimii for this man to say, for the sake of not hurting her feelings, I'm going to ignore the feelings that I'm experiencing over here, because then he's going to become resentful in whatever relationship the both of them could have. So let the both of them explore. And like I said, when they do realize that, okay, you know what, I want to be over here, then great. And if not, then hey, life goes on. Keep exploring, meeting other people, and hopefully the both of them will find their person. And Joey, I'm just glad you picked her, because this was her face throwing a fit when the bombshell walked in. Like, girl, relax, okay? You also met him 2 seconds ago. And like I said, I'm joking, because I know 2 seconds could be 2 years for them in there. So, anyways, and Joey is being messy. He's doing his thing as far as I'm going to be in the midst of the mess and getting the tea and all of that. And maybe, just maybe, producers will keep me around for a long time, because I'm making sure that, the villa is not boring. But like I said, production, kudos to you for doing what you did and saving Mimii. And I'm looking forward to watching the rest of the season. I'll be right here with my commentary. I might always be a day or so late after the episodes, because I don't live in the UK. So that's that. But also, if I don't address something or a situation that happened, it just means that it wasn't impactful enough for me to address or talk about it. But if it was to you, you can always leave a comment and be like, hey, can you talk about this? Or you missed this, you missed that, and I'll talk about it. But on that note, I'm wishing all of you well, and take care. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also, turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.